Hello and good morning. Our topic today is peritoneum. As you can see, this is a human body and this is the peritoneum. So let's move forward. First of all, I'll clear your concept about the visceral and the parietal peritoneum. As you can see in the pink, there's the visceral peritoneum, and in the green, there's parietal peritoneum. Okay, so the peritoneum which is attached to the organs is the visceral peritoneum. As you can see, this is the liver. It is being attached to the liver, and it is pink and it is visceral. And the peritoneum surrounding the wall, anterior abdominal wall and posterior abdominal wall, or the walls. So it is parietal peritoneum. Okay, distribution of the peritoneum. So peritoneum is divided into different parts. I'm going to teach you the parts. This is the stomach. Here it's visceral peritoneum, and here it is parietal peritoneum. Here is the parietal peritoneum present. This is the parietal peritoneum. This is the visceral peritoneum. Okay, and again, this is the visceral peritoneum around the spleen, and this is the parietal peritoneum around the spleen. Uh, Kidney is outside the peritoneum, and I'll tell you the story later on. Why is it outside the peritoneum? And there is this ligament between the stomach and the intestines. I'll tell you later on the ligaments as well. So this is the liver, and this is the parietal peritoneum. Sorry, this is the visceral peritoneum, and this is the parietal peritoneum. Okay, so relationship between the viscera and peritoneum. There are intraperitoneal viscera, retroperitoneal viscera, and extraperitoneal viscera. I'm going to show you what they are. The space here is uh, inside the peritoneum. These are peritoneal organs, and outside the peritoneum are retroperitoneal organs. Sorry, retroperitoneal organs are those organs which are outside. Yes, I said that right, but they were once inside. And extraperitoneal organs are those organs which are developed outside, mainly they were never inside. And intraperitoneal organs are those organs which are present between the peritoneum, but they are not covered by the peritoneum. So here is the general concept. As you can see, here's a balloon, and these are the organs. Consider this a hand and organ, and this organ is surrounded by this balloon now. Okay, it is surrounded, and this is the inner visceral layer, and this is the outer parietal layer, and these parts are mesenteries, which are covering the organ, and this is the intraperitoneal. Okay, as you can see here, this is the visceral peritoneum surrounding the ovaries and the fallopian tubes and the vagina. So as you can see here, this is the peritoneum present, and it is making several pouches, retrovesical pouch here, and we don't need to concern ourselves with this. As you can see, this is the peritoneum, and as you can see, the lining here, it is surrounding, and these vessels are piercing the peritoneum, as you can see here, and greater and lesser sac. The pink one is the greater sac, the blue one is the lesser sac, and the uh, foramen joining the two of them is the foramen epiploic, or uh, the epiploic foramen, or it is also called the foramen of Winslow. So here's the peritoneum again, and you can see it here. And this is the epiploic foramen, the foramen of Winslow. This is the epiploic foramen, the foramen of Winslow. So, yes, hepatogastric ligament. Hepato means liver, gastric means stomach. So there's a ligament between the liver and stomach. It is called hepatogastric ligament, and there is a ligament between duodenum and the liver, and it is called hep hepatoduodenal ligament. Okay, so a mesocolon. The as you can see here is connection between the intestines, and this colon is embedded between the it is an intraperitoneal organ, and as you can see this is the appendix, and the peritoneum is surrounding it. So we don't need to concern ourselves with this. Transverse mesocolon, sigmoid mesocolon, and structures which are formed by peritoneum. These are the structures formed by the peritoneum. They are strong surrounding the intestines basically. So here's the mesentery. Um, these are if the peritoneum doesn't hold the organs, they come out like this. And peritonitis, peritone means peritoneum,itis means inflammation of the peritoneum. As you can see, it is quite inflamed here. This is an inflammation here as well. So pouches, this retrouterine pouch, retrovesical pouch. This is the pouch, the retrovesical, and this is the retrouterine. It is the between rectum and prostate, and this is the between the bladder and the, as you can see. So peritoneal fluid, of course there's fluid floating inside. As you can see, it is covering the whole body actually, and this is the spaces, and we don't need to concern ourselves with this. Ascites is when there's excess fluid accumulation, and it is checked by fluid trill or other methods, sounding dullness or shifting dullness or other methods. This is the peritoneal fluid paracentesis. They are basically puncturing the wall and taking the fluid out. This is the process of dialysis for the kidneys, and this is a pneumoperitoneum. Air is filled inside the peritoneum. These are some tumors. Thank you very much for listening us. I hope you understood. Goodbye. And these are some ligaments. You can see names.